Right, we are at the Jade Chamber work site now. Took me a while to get here. I just had to glide. Also because I was like, kind of far away. I believe the step out once. Anyway, hello there. NPC Gaming here. Back with a new upload. Continuing on with the previous episode. Hope you guys enjoy. So last episode we started the Archon quest interlude 1 and we met Shenhe, who I don't know, might be Adeptus? Was she an Adeptus? Sorry, I can't recall the storyline.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those Adepti, surely.
Shenhe.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
Shenhe carried this sunset Vermilion for us.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations! This item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
And speaking of which, I'm here.
And Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
I see she's quite particular about that term.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing,
I think it's
right?
better than amazing.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so
It
far.
better be.
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there.
Okay, we'll take it.
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Yeah, I could tell.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your
Yeah,
praises.
they're praying to you too.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
Of course you do.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Huh?
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive too. Way different than normal people.
But
I mean,
I am not...
You know what?
Shenhe?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Oh, alright. You want to take a break then?
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a
Yeah, we
rest.
could do that.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
Aww.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
I suppose she can handle it, but she's tired, so might not be able to.
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Yes, Paimon is right. Guest accommodations are far more comfortable than the wilderness.
If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
I don't expect it to be quite extravagant, but it'll be enough. Right, now we gotta bring Shenhe to the nearby makeshift hotel to take a break. Where are we supposed to... okay, I see on the map, that little circle. Are we supposed to go up here? Sorry, let me just climb this ladder then. Anything up here? There's a guy up here, but I don't think it's... Oh, it's this place. This... What do you call this? I think it's just an inn. Do we just talk to this guy? Yeah, I guess we did. This is the hotel owner, Jian. Is that how you say it? I don't know if I should reduce the music volume or not.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left.
Why do I keep encountering this problem? Why are my voice lines playing before the cutscenes?
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
How do you
So,
even
business
have enough
is
room?
booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to
I'm
it.
sure you're quite busy as a
Shenhe,
hotel owner.
you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's
Yeah, you
ready.
carried that big rock
Paimon's
for
gonna
us.
go see if there's anything good to eat around here.
You deserve to rest.
Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before.
Of course, Paimon is a bit more
Let's buy
focused
one
on
for
food.
Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast
But would
tomorrow.
it be cold?
All right.
Then again,
I will head to my room for now.
cryo characters
If you
would
need
have to buy
anything,
cold.
don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Okay. Have a good rest, Shenhe. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Another Adepti? Oh right, her. We met her in the on which mountain was it? One of the 3 mountains, and blah blah blah. Let me just make my way. Okay, maybe I blocked myself off the back. As I was saying, let me make my way up this cliff. Bird. Hello. I was expecting to see you here.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
Yes, I think so.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Oh, it's raining.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway?
You mean like
Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name
you mean like
instead.
moon carver?
Her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
Yeah.
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
What? She is?
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Okay, I have 2 options. Personally, I never would have guessed, but apparently Trevor thought so.
What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
I mean, there
Do
were
you mean
oddities.
to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
She doesn't seem to appreciate adept
To
type
start
races.
with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
What?
That sounds so dangerous.
So you saved her?
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and our hope
sorry.
that she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
Homicidal
One dealt with the
instinct.
monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
So she was already violent
In
as a
other words,
kid.
if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
I don't know.
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
So when Shenhe talks about her master, she means you.
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her.
So became kind
However,
of one of you.
her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
And no wonder she's so...
Mooncarver once
Violent?
performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay.
Oh.
The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat
No wonder
inexpressive.
she's so unemotional.
Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
Is there something? Wait, what's that Shenhe's shadow? Was she
It
listening?
is only by fate that people's paths may
Ah.
cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Alright. Shh, we will.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her,
That
didn't
was nice of you.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
Huh?
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
I mean, there's
If she
danger
handles
here.
it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize
You're
control.
testing Ningguang now?
Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Alright, I'll try. While I'm still wet from the rain.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
And I think I saw Shenhe's shadow over here. I think I saw her ponytail. That ponytail and braid is kind of distinctive, you know? Well, I'm pretty sure it's her. Well, now her character design makes kind of sense. Like, I was wondering why was there red ropes on her body all the time. Like, odd choice? Anyway, let's speed up the time until 8 o'clock in the time instead. Yeah, this is a good time. Maybe I should... Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Okay. Wait, it's still raining? Or is it gonna clear up soon? Oh. Okay, now question. Is she at the doorway now? Never mind. It's cutscene triggered again. Now I have the ambient sound of rain and thunder.
Hey! So, Shenhe,
Okay, hi.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I
I
take it.
knew you were listening in.
oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master.
By that you mean Cloud Retainer.
On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
That's... Yeah, she had a lot of text to spout.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
Her earrings are
It's
red
okay.
ropes.
I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile
Yeah,
pursuit.
most people just see you quite
Still.
normally.
Though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Well, about that,
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
we've kind of had
To be
experience with...
fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti,
Yeah,
too.
that's
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Yep.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list.
What will do again?
But before we do that, let's go to the
I
building
need to
site and
recall.
ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
I'm on its
After
secretary.
all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess.
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a
Thunder
place
is blowing
just
everywhere.
outside.
Please don't hit me.
Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Anyway, let's list the adepti we've met so far. Oh, sorry. I mean, we've met Mooncarver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, we met her again just now. Xiao, Ganyu is technically one also. Wait. I mean, we've met the most adepti of all adepti. Zhongli, Rex Lapis. Compared to, you know, human race by adepti, Zhongli is much more. So it's like, eh. Like, adepti? Meh. Seen those.
Look, look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky!
Huh? Is it? Hold on, let me take a look. Oh,
But it seems to be tied down by something.
yeah.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't
Hey,
know?
Beto, you only met
Given the
Lost Ark
enormous
first.
scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the jade chamber's keel at ground level.
Assuming that's
Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed jade chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks.
I guess we're at that step
The
now.
remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the jade chamber to rise to its target
So that's
altitude.
how it works.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there.
That
The
wasn't
construction
off-screen.
work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Okay, that's nice.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the
I haven't
punch.
seen you in a while, Beto.
Beto?
Hello.
You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
That's nice of you.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
I'm sorry,
Greetings.
I haven't attended
These
the
two are
opera
Paimon
much.
and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure
This
we've
is
met.
Shenhe.
Shenhe. I am there. Friend.
She is.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
Borrow a boat?
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Apparently, if we just
Wow.
submit a
So
piece.
it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him
And we're
win.
grateful to her for that.
In that case, I have a proposal to
Oh.
make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us.
That's a good point.
Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you
I
think?
think that's...
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Is that a good deal on it? I'm not sure.
Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Sounds good. Let's go. I think we can trust Master Zhang's
Wonderful.
smithing skills.
We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you
Okay.
later.
See you, Beto. I guess Yunjin's coming with us now.
Okay, let's go.
Do you get to travel as
By
well?
the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin?
Alright, I wasn't curious
I'm
about
looking
that.
for a venue
Okay.
to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ah,
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
oh.
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Huh. Okay, now we gotta go Okay, Master Zhang is, I believe, an adaptation of Liu. He's like beside the Adventurers Guild, besides Catherine, and he's also right across the bridge, so you can just walk there. Although it would be quite nice if I didn't.
Keep back!
Sorry. Accidentally press a button. Oh, great! Don't get hit back. Don't get hit by that lightning. Anyway. As I was saying, he's right across the bridge, and we should be able to just talk to him. Is the rain stopping yet? But it seems like it is. Video music! Well, the drone hasn't loaded yet, so hold on. Alright. Can we just climb up the ramp here? Hold on. Just gonna wait for him to load. This might be annoying. Come on. Oh, finally. Oh, wait. The man has spawned, but can I talk to him yet? I think I'll wait for his workstation to spawn first. Yeah, everything just takes up. Oh, there's something invisible there. Okay, the guardrails are spawned. He isn't hammering anything yet, but please don't start talking first before the cutscene loads in again. How many times has this happened already? This Archon quest.
Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Okay, the four of us are now here.
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use?
She seems
Oh, so
known
you
for-
must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even
Sometimes it
folks
doesn't
who
pay
don't
off
make
to
it
be
to
a
the
little
opera all that
language
often.
Out of context.
Like
yeah.
myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang
so do
back
we have
when she was
expert here?
building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself
Sorry,
last
we
time.
don't even know
I
what
don't
ore.
suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well,
What?
you'll need two
Hold
kinds.
on.
Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates
So,
with
elemental
visions.
site?
It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier.
Where do we start?
It's all but unheard of on the market. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of
I
magic
see.
trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you
Okay,
run
that's a
into
good
any
plan.
locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Shenhe?
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel
What
of
coincidence.
devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular.
Wait, is this
A
anything to
favorite
something?
destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not
Alright.
delay.
I
We should head
guess we
straight
are
there.
Teleporting over. Go to the southwestern side of Mount Tianheng. Map says it's pretty far away. Assuming the map can load. Okay, never mind. It is. Wait. I was just there. Okay, fine. I'll just teleport over.